All right, let's begin today's class. Today's class continues where we left off from last week from regular functions. Now we'll focus on polynomial and usual functions. Okay. So I prepared some notes for you guys to go through. Okay. In these notes, there's only a few things you really need to know. I would say the division, this algorithm, remainder. All of these are things that you might have already known, but weren't really made aware of. Okay. But it's all right. Just you can just skip through them just in case you forgot something how to do it or the proper method to do it. But most most of the time you have already done all of this. Okay. I think the biggest problem will come near inequalities because these will have an extra step to find the range of the values of the inequalities. You can see it has some properties here like if A is less than B or B is less than C. These things are you know these things to be a fact. Sometimes you forget them if the question starts getting a bit too complicated. Okay, so the division properties. Okay.
Are you presenting something?
Yeah. Can you see?
I cannot see.
Oh, is it?
Same, I could.
Oh, okay. Let me try again. How about now?
Still same. Still the same.
Is it okay? Let me try something else.
Hmm.
Now is does this work?
Same.
Ready? Is it
No.
okay? I think I know why. Is give me a moment, yeah. Let's say the first one, let's give it a fx. Okay, fx equals to 2x squared minus x minus x. Second one will be gx 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. And finally, let's use h. Hx equals to ax cubed minus 10x plus 4. Okay, so we want to say a common factor. So how does a common
Minus.
factor? Oh, minus 4. Minus 4. Okay. So we want to say a common factor. So how does a common factor look like? A common factor usually when we factorize the equation looks like this, right? X minus a, then x minus b equals 0. So you can also say the common factor would be most likely something like x minus h. Okay, x minus k. Okay, let's do x minus k now. So this one. Okay, so what do you do here? You input the value of k. So if k, let's say k is your factor, that means you should probably get 0 here, right? If it's all a common factor. So let's import a value of k. Okay, so k for 1, k for 2, and k for 3. So f k equals to 2k squared minus k minus 6 equals to 0. It's 1. So from it. Okay, then g k equals to 3k squared minus 8k plus 4. Then finally, hk equals to ak cubed minus 10 or 0 minus 10k, sorry, minus 4 equal to 0. Okay. So this part usually you can do. Okay. Most likely you can do all of this. So how do you continue after this? Okay. One way you can continue is maybe you can make these two. Okay. These two equations you do it like a simultaneous equation. Okay. So you have two equations here, 2k squared and 3k squared. Maybe you can do it like this. 2k this exact equation you times by 3. This this whole thing you did by 3, maybe you can get 6k 6k squared minus 3k minus 18, put 0. Then second one you minus, you can get, oh yeah, times this by 2, times this by 3, times this by 2, times by 2. Okay, times this by 2, you get 6k squared minus this by 2 is 16, k plus 4. Okay, so minus minus positive, you'll be left with 13k. How much is this? Oh, now for her, it'll be 8 really, right? So expect to should be 8. Okay, you'll get negative 26. Go to 0. Then you can get k equals to 2. Okay, you found one factor. Okay, you found one factor. So you know, since you know k is equal to 2, then you can input here. Okay, it's like a puzzle piece. You have to find one part, then you have to find the next one. Okay, all of this is all to find a. Okay, so how do you find a? Okay, so we put h2. Since all of them have a common factor, if these two get 0 at 2, h should also get 0 at 2. Okay, so that means a 2 cubed minus 10 2 minus 4. So that's a minus 20 minus 4 equal to 0. So a equal to 24. Finally, I think you guys can already guess the answer. The answer is a equals to 3. Okay, then. Okay, first it looked like a weird question. Like you don't know where to start. Okay, find a common factor, but it's actually something you already know. You know that when you're solving differential division, you do this. You do this. Uh, x minus a and x minus b equals to 0. It's just that sometimes we don't know where to start from. But when you start doing it, you already know what. Okay, just a matter of whether or not you've done it before. Okay, so I've done the first question with you guys. Let's see the second question. The second question should be similar. Okay. Okay. Consider fx equals to x cubed minus 2x squared minus 11 plus k. So there's an unknown constant here. Find the value of k if x plus 2 is a factor. Okay, they already mentioned what is a factor. You don't have to find it. Okay. So how about you guys show me the working? How would you go about solving this question? Okay, then post it, just send it to me and send on WhatsApp, and let's see how you guys solve it. I think a question like this should take you mm, maximum 5 minutes, even with working, minimum 3 minutes. Okay, try to solve it between this time period. Okay, so now it's 8:55, before 9 o'clock. Okay, let's resume. Right, this is a very straightforward question, right? If you get a question like this in your paper, oh, it's a miracle. Okay, so very straightforward. The formula, and they already give it factor. If x plus 2 is a factor, that means equals 0, so x value will be negative 2. Yeah. Then when you input negative 2, you'll get equal 0, and then finally 0, 6. Okay, done. Maybe you can add here, just another step, equal to 0. That's all. Here, okay. Yeah, you missed this part. Yeah, just in front. F negative 2. That's 2. Okay, but all now, okay, answer memang correct. K is 6, yeah. Tiny is which is nice. Good job, yeah. K equals 6. What do you guys think of? Okay, see the questions are a bit easy now. Okay, so then how about we two of you guys want to do the questions? Jangan mana. Okay, let's focus on this one first. This one should be a bit hard. Okay, for all values of K, the remainder will be the same when x squared plus k x plus 4 divided by x negative 4. Okay, this one is a great question because you have to answer with a yes or no type. Okay, for what values or not really yes or no, but you have to give the values. Okay, for what values of k will the remainder be the same as x squared divided by this one, x plus 1 and x plus 1. Okay, looks weird, but this is straightforward. Okay, it's okay. I'll try to do this one with you guys. Okay. Plus fx always right. X squared plus kx plus 4. Okay. So what they want you to do is this basically. They want you to say that when you input f1, then you have to get f negative 1. Okay. X minus 1 should get x plus 1. That's all. Okay. Then how would your equation look like? Equation will look something like this. Okay. So 1 is always going to be 1 kx and yeah. Okay, this will be negative square is still 1, but here will be the change. Okay, so it will be 1 plus uh sorry, plus k then plus 4 goes to 1 minus k plus 4. Good job. So you'll get something like this. Okay, k plus 5 and negative k plus. Right. In the end, you still end up with 0 because both of these will cancel out, so it'll be 2k equal to 0 and k will also equal to 0. If you did this in the other method, like input for one value, let's say you do f negative 1, you do 1. Okay, you do one equation for f negative 1. And then you do another equation for f1. And then you get the two equations, and you try to uh, simplify them, then you get k equals 0. You might be confused, like why k equals 0? That shouldn't be the answer anymore. In this case, it is the answer. Okay. It's a simple question, but sometimes you'll be like, hey, what to do? You maybe never encountered the question before. Okay, let's move on. Find all the real solutions to equation. This is a cubic equation. Okay, this one should be a bit hard. Okay. Okay, let's try. I think you guys already might have done cubics before. Okay, but let's try this question. It's 9:04. Okay, this thing should take around 3 to 6 minutes. Minimum 3, maximum 6. So okay, have a go. Recording. Okay. So this part actually, even though you guys took a lot of time, right? Okay, there's a reason why I said 3 to 6 minutes only. Okay. The reason is quite simple. Okay. Let's just go to the question. Okay. Okay. So first part you already know. Okay, x equals to 1. So you try x equals to 1. Okay, I recommend doing this in your calculator. Can I know which calculator are you guys using? Is it 570 ES or EX?
EX,
EX, right? The gray color one, the carbon fiber one.
white color.
The white and inside is black, right?
Yes.
Okay. In that one, actually, you can input a full equation like this. Okay, you can input a full equation like this. You can do to the okay. You can just first find the answer first. Okay, find the answer obviously first, or you can just input this and try uh, x equals to 1, x equals to 2, x equals to 3, and continue like that. But I would say just go through the calculator first and find the values. Okay, I think you just need to put A, B, C, and D, and just find the values. You'll get at least this and maybe these two. You get these two values. Okay, so you know what to find. You know what to find. Okay, at least if you have a goal to what to find, you know if you're doing something wrong or not. Then, okay, let's say you found x equals to 2, right? Okay, x equals 2, then you put, okay, 0. Okay, this one would drop. Then you state 2 is a factor of x. Okay, good job. Then you do long division. Okay, this one, then okay, 1 mark. Okay, so what part of this working isn't necessary? Okay, I would say, right, this part isn't necessary. Okay. Why I say that's not necessary? Actually, inside this quadratic equation formula, this part, the inside here, the set, you already have the answer. If anything has roots, that means that b squared minus 4ac, okay, it should be more or equal to 0, right? If it has no roots, that means that it should be b squared minus 4ac, or ac should be already less than 0. So if you want to find something fast, you already know in your first time you're using the calculator, you got imaginary root. So instead of you finding it like this, you can just use this only. Okay, b square minus 4ac. Then you say, okay, equals to, okay, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get, I think, like negative 103. You input this, these values, negative 3 squared minus 4, 7, here you get negative 3 squared. Okay? So the moment you say negative 3 squared, then you can say hence no real roots for quadratic. Okay, the quadratic factor or the quadratic part of the equation. Okay. Oh, for the quotient, yeah, that's the word. Okay. So you can say no real roots for the quotient, and then you're done. Okay, you don't have to do this, and then just state only real root to function is x equals to 2. Okay, why we say this? Okay, if you maybe something like advanced, okay, but if for in chapter 4 you will learn about complex numbers, and complex numbers always comes in pairs. So you can have a function, a regular function like this, and they will always come in pairs. They will always be conjugates. Okay, example, if I say one of the quadratic functions is for complex values is this complex root is 3 minus 4i. Then for confirm, you know that the other complex root is also 3 plus 4i. It's always a pair. See, even the answer itself, you always get a pair of these answers. So they will both cancel out when you factorize them inside. That's why the function, the final form, will look like a real number because both of the imaginary parts in the axis. This one and this one cancel. Okay, let's say it's negative 4 and then 4 it will cancel. Okay, let's go to this one's working. Later, x equals 2, 7, negative 3, 4. Okay, you obtain this. Okay, only Juga you can do this, but I hope this tabulation form doesn't take more time than just doing straight long division. Okay, like I mentioned just now, you can just find it through your calculator, put the values inside, and just get, okay, is it x equals 1, 1, 2, 3, or then you get x equals to 2. Okay, continue, then you get this value, then you say, okay, bx squared minus bx squared minus 4ac is less than 0. Okay, then you just say, okay, no real roots in quotient. Then just state the real root is x equals to 2. That's where you can budget your time. Okay, no problem, no problem. Good job. But stuff like this is gonna make the exam a bit difficult later because it's only 1.5 hours and questions in I see question and confirm I can tell you matrix and vector will eat a lot of time. I think matrix itself will always take more than 10 minutes. Always more than 10 minutes. Because you have to do a very long matrix and if it's augmented form of augmented matrix form will take a long time. Okay, so you have to always save up time for matrix. Hey guys, good job. It's all right. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, the remainder ax4 plus 3x squared minus 3 plus minus x plus 3 is divided by x minus 2 is 5 times the remainder when divided by x1. Okay, this one is okay. They given what you have to find verbally. Okay, so whatever remainder you get here from this 8 divided by x minus 5, okay, it should equal to 5 times the remainder when you do add to the fact minus x minus 1 or x plus 1. So this is 2. Okay, here is the core of the concept. Okay, let's see both of y'all working. I think this one takes a bit longer time because you have to find the correct long division. Okay, maybe I can give you guys around, let's take like 4 to 7 minutes left. Okay, okay, have a try. On recording, okay. Right. So the first part here is the most important part. So always here you have to be careful when you state the first thing. You have to make sure you have understood the question and you stated the thing correctly. So even though here 5, be like, hey, why suddenly got 5? Oh, cannot like that. But it seems like you inputted the value it's blurred. Okay, let's just see where it went wrong. Huh? Okay, 5a. Okay, this one is 4, so confirm we get a. This one you get 3. This one you get plus 1. This one you get plus 1. Plus 3. So total you should have 5a plus 7. Here you got 5a minus 11. Okay, you know where you did wrong. This one. I think here or here you might have to get negative 11. Hmm. Yeah, you made a mistake here. Somewhere here. That's why you got 11. You should get positive 7 here. And then you should times by 5. You'll get, then only you will get 5a plus 35. Okay, this side is 16 plus 13. Okay, this side is correct. Then, okay, this one already wrong with that, so error carry forward, error carry forward. Okay, then your answer, okay, final answer would be wrong. The method correct, what you try to do is correct, but here you were stuck here. Okay, now mine, at least you know what to do. I know what to do. Okay, here, yeah, Tiny also I think you made the same mistake. You sent me like 3 times the answer. I think you kept making a mistake here. These two, when you
Yeah.
sub.
Yes.
So, but last you got the 7 also. Apa juga. Okay. Here, here lah. This is the important part you have to mention this. Okay, good. Okay, then a square. Okay, plus 16 plus 7. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Okay, that's the important part. Okay, why this thing I say, you cannot do it like this. Okay, even though the question mentioned it like this, but it should be the same, right? If you multiply both sides by this, you should get the same answer. That's what they want you to see. Like, can you understand if I give a sentence like this? Can you decipher it? That's what the question asked for. This might be something on your section B on your essay part. This might want to be the first questions. Let's say it's a mixed chapter question, like chapter one and chapter four. Always combo, okay? Chapter one plus chapter four. And maybe one of the other two routes, okay, from one route, right? Maybe let's say one of the other two routes maybe complex. So this is one of the things they want you to find first, like question A, B, C, and D, right? Hmm. This could be question B or question A, something like that. Okay. I think we are very close to the time now for our mid session. Ends in 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, how about you guys take a picture of this question, take a snap. Maybe in the 10 minutes, if you're having a break or whatever, you can try this question first.
Okay.
Because, and then when by the time the break ends, you guys can jump into the question. Okay,
Okay.
okay, all right.
We
So,
should leave?
pardon?
Should we leave the Google Meet?
Yeah, I end the call now. Okay. So we'll come back around 9:40. Okay, let's make it 9:55. Okay, come back to the class at 9:55. Yeah, I'll add another meet link later.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
all right. See you soon. Okay, okay. So let me just read out the question again. Okay. An expression of x is divided by x squared minus 1. The remainder is ax plus b. Given a plus x plus 1 is a factor of fx, and fx is a remainder of 4 when divided by ax minus 1. Find the values of a and b. Okay. So what do they mean? So when you in so you say x plus 1 is a factor, that means that f negative 1 versus 0. And if they say an fx is remainder 4 when divided by x minus 1, that means that f1 equals to 4. Okay, I have two things to work with. Okay. Okay, so how would you go about this? Okay, this is how I would go about this. Okay, usually I'll do something like this. Okay, I'll start with okay, F1. Okay, so it's should put the first normal equation here, right? The first number equation. Okay, so say fx equals to x squared plus 1, then gx. Okay, we don't know what is this. We don't actually know what's the equation, so we cannot leave out the function and put something there. Okay, and then we have to put plus ax plus b. Okay, why did I include something like this? Okay, well, to put it simply, we know that automatically, because this thing is negative 1 is a factor. So negative 1 is a factor, so this whole thing should be equal to 0. But when you put 1, it has a remainder, right? Okay, a remainder. Hop. I went somewhere else. My bad. Now this thing takes a long time so I don't have. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I already mentioned here, expression divided by 5, the remainder is ax plus b. So when dividing it, there's this remainder thing. So you have to mention this also. Okay. So how do we go about it? Okay, what Tarini you did here? Okay, good job. You got the flow here. So this is how you go about doing this question. So you start with f1. So you get this 1 minus 1. Okay, 1 minus 1 is automatically 0. G1. doesn't matter. This thing will fully taken. Minus a plus b to 0. Okay, so the equation is supposed to be, yeah. So I get a plus b, negative a plus b equals to 0, one part. Okay, or you can say equation 1. Then your second one, oh, sorry, this should be negative. Negative. Okay, because it's square, right? You square, macam mana pun you akan square, so negative square is still 1, so negative 1. Okay, here will be 1. Okay, 1. So 1 will come here. Okay, so negative a plus b, okay, one equation. Then another equation, f1 equals to also 1. Okay, but this one is g1. Then we define g1 plus a plus b equal to 0. Okay, so you have the second equation here, a plus b equal to 0. So you have two equations now.
For f negative 1,
Mm-hmm.
must we write equals to 4?
Oh, right. I forgot what equals to 1. Right, equals to 4. Yeah. You mentioned the question. Mm. So this one will be equal to 4. Okay. Okay, so this will be your second equation. So negative a plus b equals 0. And
And
yes.
for f1,
Mm-hmm.
no remainder.
Yeah. Negative 4. Oh,
Mm,
I did it. The balik is it no lah? Wait, let me see again. F1 is remainder 4. F negative 1 is 0, right?
correct.
Mm. F1 then remainder 4. F negative
F,
1 is 0.
f negative 1 is 0. F
1 is 4.
uh,
Okay, all good?
okay.
Okay. Then I'll get a plus b equals to 4. So I can do this. I can say 1 minus 2. So it'll be 1 minus 2. Then I get negative 2. This one will be automatically cut. Negative 2a equals to 84. And a equals to 2. First part done. And then since I know a equals 2, so negative a plus b equal to 0. So b equals to a, and so b equals to, okay. Let, let's see what you did. Okay. You did the same. Okay. Okay, so this is correct. Correct. Okay. Substitute. Okay. Itu, itu. Okay. It's correct. I'm not saying wrong, but this is you can see it's a bit of a long question. So usually they want you to see. They want you to see this. They want to see this. Fx x minus 1. They want you to put these values in it. Sure. That's why they actually mentioned here divided by x minus 1, because they wanted to see this part. Okay. Not including it. I'm not so sure if you don't include what will happen, but because the main marks is here. But I think maybe you lose a 1 mark just to show them this thing. If you show them, maybe you'll get 1 mark. That's all. Okay, lah.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Okay, good job. Sharmina, are you able to uh, follow?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because I'll try this one together. This is a bit of a longer question. The polynomial, okay, let me read out the question. Okay, log of bx equals to x cubed plus x bx minus, okay, so here you already know this unknown, okay, unknown constant, will be a constant, okay. the factor of x minus 2. Okay, already got the factor ready. And p divided by 3 leaves the remainder above. Okay, same type of question, 42. And the values of AB, factorize. Set the values for this part, maybe you will have some problem. Complete the square, find the minimum value. Well, not equal to negative 4. Okay, so I think A already no problem. We've been doing that question, same thing again and again already. Okay, maybe you can try this out. Okay, this one, I think the first part will take for the long division, everything around 3 minutes. This one should only take you 2 minutes. And this one should only take you, I think only roughly 1 minute, but okay, 2 minutes. So this is what 4, 7, around 7. Now it is 10:07. So let's give you guys time and 14. It's 10:15. You have a try. Okay, so this is how we can go about it. Okay, so they ask, okay, polynomial, blah 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 blah. Okay, A and B as factor x minus 2. Okay, so the moment they mention factor, that means you should have this in mind. P2 equals 0. First thing you should write out. Okay, and then when divided by 3 has a remainder. Okay, and divided by 3 this much, okay, has remainder. Okay, then the second one should be 3 equals to 42. Okay, these two very important. Okay, good. I see Tarani ada. Okay, this one ada. Okay, you also ada. Good job lah. Okay, at least remember find the values of. Okay, so just with these two you can find. Okay, it's very straightforward. Just masuk nilai je you'll get. Okay, so what's the equation again? Okay, x3, okay, x3 plus ax cube, ax squared, sorry, ax squared, x squared plus x minus 24, equal to 0. Excuse me, and 2, okay, 2 cube 8 plus 2, 4, 8 plus, okay, 2a minus 24, 0. This is the third, okay, 4a plus, sorry, this is b. Okay, 4a to b, okay, minus you get 16, equal to 0. Okay, first equation done. Okay, second equation. Okay, I'm not gonna input a second time, but I just put the value 3 cube 27 plus 9a plus 3b minus 24 equals to 42. Okay, 27, 20, that's 3. So it's 42, I think 24 pula. 42. So, yeah, 42, 9a plus 3b, 2 plus 42, so 9a plus 3b minus 39 equal to 0. Okay, this one I think all you can divide by 0, all can divide by 3. So you get 3a plus b minus 1, 3 equal to 0. Okay, this is your second equation. You can do two things. You can times this by 2, can also, or you can just substitute b, can also. But I think better to times like much more faster. Okay, times this by 2. Okay, if you times this by 2, you get 4a plus 2b minus 16 equal to 0. Then 6a plus 2b minus 36 equal to 0. So this is your minusing this thing. Okay. You get 0 here because it become positive, then you have 10. 0. This one completely gone. 6a, 2b, 36. 6a plus 2b minus 36 equal to 0. 0. This is your minusing this thing. Okay. You get 0 here because it become positive, then you have 10. 0. This one completely gone. 0. Then 4 minus k, negative 4k, 4 minus 6, again, negative 2a, a equals to, go that side, a equals to 5. Then we know here is actually 3a plus b minus equals to 30. Since we know a equals to 5, there is 15 plus b, 15, b equals to negative 2. They're all answers.
Yes.
Okay, negative 2. Okay, lah. This is the first part. Okay, so here seeing like this times, okay, times 3 times 3. You don't have to be similar. You can, like I mentioned just now, all of them are the same factor of 3. Right? You can divide this by 3 also. Okay, can also. Cut. You still get the same answer, get the same answer. Okay, now here, factorize completely. Okay, factorize. Okay, this is maybe where the problem takes some extra time. Okay, let's try. Okay, so it's it's how much x cubed plus 5a minus 2x then of 8 5x squared. Okay, 5x squared. Everything is soluble. Okay, then minus 24. Okay, so the factor is x minus 2. Okay, I think you can just x squared and x3 x squared. This is negative 2x squared. We'll be left with 3x squared minus 2x minus 24. Then you plus 3x squared minus 6x. Yes, 3x squared minus 6. Oh wait, this will become positive, right? It's negative. So it becomes 7 here. 7 here, so put 7 here. 7 here, that means it's 14. So it's negative 14. Positive, so negative 40, 14 W. Wow, practice. Minus 24. So it's just then plus I think this 12 left. Negative 12. Minus plus 24. Settle. You have this. This one I actually you could just rows I put in the calculator so you get
Why negative 12?
why negative 12? You're minusing what?
Minus 12x.
Plus 24. When you, okay, maybe you have a different method. But this is how I usually write. Okay,
Mm,
whatever here, atas is a
mm,
minus. When you're dividing, it's like okay, let's say 36 divided by 3. So
mm.
if you put uh, oh wait, no. Let's take another difficult number. Okay, I say 40, 43. So when you put 1 here, you put 3 here, right? Then you minus, so automatically become minus. Same here also. When I put 12 here, this x becomes negative already. Automatically you're minusing. but negative negative becomes positive. Yeah, negative, positive. So x square 7 and yeah. And this one I think you nampak pun it looks like 4 and 3. This one tengok pun dah tahu is actually 4 and 3. So it's like what? X plus 4 and x plus 3. Direct 4, 3, 12 plus 7, yep, 7. Nampak pun dah tahu. Okay. This one you already know is 7, yep. 4 plus 3, okay, that. Okay, so you've done the first part. Factorize B completely. Then you just write out this part. Okay, let's see Sharvina's working. Okay, something wrong somewhere. Okay, 9A39. Okay, you got here correct. This one, 0. Tak. So it should be 0, no, right? Okay. How much are you supposed to get? 16. 16A. Correct lah, correct lah. 8. 3, 2, 8. Problem when you're substituting. Seems like your problem while you were substituting something here. Then because of that, led you to get different A answers, different B answers. Your method correct, but you have an error carry forward. 39 times 3, 1, 2 minus 3, 1. 8 times 3. 8. Should 8 times 3 be 24? You're trying to do 2 minus 3 times 1, right? Macam mana ni jadi 117? You're saying minus 3, 1, so this one should be 24, right?
Oh, okay.
I think you pressed something else. That's why you got a very, very pelik number here. Okay, and then
I just silap darab the 39. 30.
okay. 39 times 3. Right, 39 times 3, you get 117. Betul, betul, betul. So I think that's where your error is. Okay, then when you substitute all are gone already, and that's why your final equation, this one also, I think this is a complex number. It's a complex number. You won't have a root here. Negative 24, too big already. 10, 7, 7, that's where the mistake was.
If it's a complex number, must have I, or even if
Uh,
square.
Usually, if it's a complex number, you can just leave it like that. If like the roots are complex, right, like x squared minus 24 plus 12, you
Like
can
the x square minus 24 x plus 12.
mm,
The roots is 12 plus 2 square root 33.
12 plus
2
2 square root 30.
33. Another one 12 minus 2 square root 33.
Really, it's a real number.
Mm, not don't have
Not
the
complex.
I.
Okay. Over anything? Divide by anything? No.
No.
Oh, oh, interesting. Okay. So, okay, apparently the root exists. Okay, if the root exists like this, then I'm not sure. Like, usually they ask you to factorize if it's not an integer. Usually they only ask the question itself will only ask you to factorize if it's an integer
Mm-hmm.
or if it's a simple fraction, maybe 4 over 3 or 7 over 9, something like that. they won't ask you to factorize if it's a number like this. It's an irrational number, they won't ask you to factorize.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Anyhow, okay. This part makan, I think only the division part will makan masa. That one also, if you have a correct flow of the thing, this whole thing you can maybe this is 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, maybe this one takes an extra 1 minute. This one you nampak pun tahu. I think you guys from 4.5 and 4.6 nampak pun dah tahu dah. Just copy right. Okay, so for B, how to do B? Okay, so
I sent in Telegram.
send the
I don't
telegram.
know
Okay,
if it's correct.
okay, let me check. This one question already ate a lot of our time now.
I don't know below the line negative or positive.
Okay. Before that, Sharmina, did you also try to do for B? This question's B? No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, now let's see how she did.
I'm doing.
Okay. Okay, maybe you can see as you do lah. Okay, so this one cut. Okay, fine. More than 0. Yep. So be x more than 2 and x less than 3. Positive, negative, negative. So x exists for from negative infinity all the way to 3. Oh wait, they only want for more than 0, right? So if it's more than 0, only here lah. Between negative 3 and 2. Only here.
So normally, if greater than 0, we'll have to write this or this.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Oh, greater than 2.
If lesser, will be only one.
Wait, I don't understand what you mean.
Normally, if greater, the
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
will be either this or this. If
Are you
lesser,
sharing?
it
Are
will be like
you sharing
one.
your? Are you sharing something?
Ah,
What do you mean? Greater this and this.
oh, okay.
Uh,
If
yeah,
greater than 0, the
greater than
answer,
0.
the range, okay, the range normally will be x is more than 2 or x is less than 3. If lesser
Oh,
than
okay, okay.
0, it will be like one, only one range. Like x is
Oh, okay,
between
okay.
2 and 3, like that. No?
Oh, okay, okay. I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. Okay, okay. So you get. I get what you mean. Okay, you can actually solve that like this also. Okay, you can take this. I think in our last class, I also said this, right? You can actually take this thing, and if you know how it looks like, you can actually plot. Okay, x minus 2, x plus 3, you can actually plot like a graph. Okay, and I think it'll look like this. Okay, I think it'll look like this. Yeah, it'll look like this, and it will be negative 3, and okay, this will be the x horizontal axis. Since it has roots, it has to go down. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. So this one cannot. It is.
Normally, if greater, it will be at the tepi, but this one's in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, 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 okay. I get it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So, yep. If it's more than 0, it should be this area and also this area. If it is less than 0, this area. Oh, I should use a different color. Just a different color. Okay, I get you. Okay. So this will be less than 0. You can also sketch also. or you can do this, also accepted. The most, I think, pointless method, not to say pointless, lah, but the time consuming method is a table method where
The
you
one
draw
we
the,
shade is wrong, right?
pardon me,
The one we shade in the graph.
the one we
If more,
shade in the,
more than negative 3, so to the right side, right?
you
The
mean
place we
here?
shade is less than negative 3. Yes, there. The graph. The
Uh-huh,
graph you shade.
yes, here.
More than negative 3.
More than,
So must be to the right, right? Oh,
wait, let me see. It should be, but okay, when you do shading, you just you don't mind this part. You don't mind this logic really. You don't use this left and right logic. Usually, when you do shading, that means you already know how the graph will look like. That part, and this part is a quadratic graph, right? So you're only just looking at what parts are more than zero. So if it has roots and -3 and 2, it means it goes through here, goes to this part. And only this is negative. Anything below this part is negative. So anything above that part is positive. So these two should be positive. Because
mm,
this the root, but when you input this root inside here, uh, it should be positive. Okay, let's try. Uh, where's the where's the equation? The equation is x squared minus the full equation. X plus 4. Okay, let's try the full equation. X, so it's the first one. X minus 2. X minus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4. Okay, x minus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4. Okay, let's just try to input a value in here. Okay, let's say I'll put a value of x equals to negative -5. Let's try, negative 5. Negative 5 should be here, right? Negative 5. Okay. Negative 5 minus 2. How much is it? Negative 5 minus 2 is 7. Negative 7. Then negative 5 plus 3. Negative 5 plus 3 should be negative 2. Then negative 5 plus 4 will be negative 1. Oh wait, I cannot judge it with this. I have to use the x minus 4 one because that's what they want, right? This one will always be positive. And this one will always be negative because it's a cubic graph, right? So cubic graph usually will look like this, right? A cubic graph, yeah, so here maybe next this one confirm negative. Okay, let's just only use this part. Okay. Really, I do I see. Okay, let's just use this part. Okay, let's take negative 5. Okay, negative 5 means this one negative 7 and negative 7. And this is negative 2. So negative 5, 7, negative 2, you get positive 14. So here positive 14 here, so it is more than 0. If I take any value more than 2, if I take 3, so 3 minus 2, that's 1. 3 plus 3, that is 6. So that I'll get 6. Still positive. If I take any value between here, maybe I take 2.5. I take 2.5 for example. Okay, x minus 2.5, so 0.5. Wait, maybe I can take 1 like the 1. Oh yeah, 2.5 outside already. Sorry, sorry. can take 1, so x equals to 1, then it'll be -2 times by 1, that'll be 4. So that'll be -8. So that won't be negative lah. Okay, so this, if you sketch the graph like this, you can, if you do this method, okay, more than 0, x minus 2, x more than 2, okay, then x, oh wait, this arrow, actually wait, careful, I just
Should
noticed,
point to the right.
right, point to the right,
Okay.
yeah, if it points to the right, yeah, value again, negative, positive, yeah, positive, yeah, I was wondering, okay, okay. So it's positive here and positive here. Okay, all right. But somehow or other you got the answer. Oh wait, not like this. This one is wrong. So this is wrong. So it should be x more or equal to 2 and x.
Less than -3.
Oh,
Hmm.
yep. Okay. The best thing about maths, if you make a mistake, you can always test it. Okay, so that is B, and then okay, let's see C. Okay, what is C? C, they want you to find, by completing the square, find the minimum value of our, oh, okay. At least they say by completing the square, they didn't say differentiation. Okay, if you say differentiation, then you can panic. They say completing the square, okay, I think it's fine. Oh, this one question took us like what, 50 minutes? Oh, I see question, Okay, let's see. So that's x over x plus 4. Okay, should zoom in a bit. Okay, then you know already x minus 2, x plus 3. Okay, if they say completing the square, please do not differentiate. Okay, if okay, the question says nothing, right? If you differentiate, not wrong. Actually, it is not wrong to use something you learn in um, Sem 2 or Sem 3 in the Sem 1 paper. They usually won't ask, but it's not wrong because you already learned differentiation and maximum minimum points in Form 4 and Form 5. It is not wrong. If they don't mention completing the square, but if they mention complete the square, please complete the square. So you get x squared, okay, plus x minus 6. Okay, you get this. I think you guys know what to do. Goes to x1 over 2 squared minus 1 over 2 squared minus 6. Okay, goes to x plus 1 over 2 squared minus 26 over 6. Okay. Okay. If you want to know how to do differentiation, okay, I think just show you lah. Okay. Ask for differentiation. Okay, this one you get this right. Okay, x squared plus, okay, not to say they ask differentiation. I mean, like if you want to do differentiation. Okay, let's say they don't mention how to find the minimum point. They just say find the minimum point. Just do this. Then d over dx, I think you remember this part, 2x plus 1. X plus 1, you'll get this. Okay, a graph is at minimum or maximum when the d over dx equals to 0. So just 2x plus 1 equals to 0, x equals to -1 over. Okay, so when you get -1 over 2, you can also put it to the equation now. Okay, just put this in the equation. What will you get?
Which one?
This one, x negative 1 over 2. So negative
Can
1. Okay, how much do you get for this? I think you should also still get 25 over 4. Do you get that? Or
I
26 over
get negative 21 over 4?
21 over 4. Should be should be the answer.
Can you show the question for a while?
Oh, show the question. Sure, sure.
Because just now I didn't try it.
Oh, okay, okay. Complete the square, find the minimum value of this and the value of x at which it occurs.
Mm-hmm.
You get how much? 21 over 4.
Yeah,
Just now. Wait, let me try again. Okay. So
with
this is the
negative.
negative 21 over 4. Let me try again. It should be x squared plus 6. So you'll get 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Also, you get negative 1 over 2. That should be your minimum x value. And then when you input this inside, oh, wait, negative, negative. Try again. What do you get now? 1 over 4 minus 1 over 2 minus 6.
Negative 25 over 4.
Yeah, negative 25. That should be the answer. Negative 25 over 4.
Hmm.
Mm. This one isn't 26 over 6. This should also be it should also be negative 25 over 4.
Hmm?
You should also get here 25 over 4. Let me see what did I do.
Yes, I get 25 over 4.
Doing this method, you get 25 over
Yes.
4.
Mm.
Yeah. Should be also 25 over 4. Okay.
Mm, they,
Okay.
I don't get 25. I get
You
23.
get 23. Hmm. Okay, let's do it like normal. Maybe I press I skip the step. We have around 6 minutes. Let's try to do this one question before the 6 minute timer is up. Okay. Okay, so this will be x squared plus x plus, okay, what do I get? I think I should put here uh, 2, so the function is 2ab, right? 2ab. Okay, so I should put here 1 over 4. It's 1 over 4. Oh no, 1 over 2. 1 over 2, 1 over 2. So I get, okay, 2ab equals to 1. So I can just say 2. Yeah, since we know both of them are going to be the same, right? So a squared equals to 1. So a 1 over 2, yeah, yeah, for 1 over 4. Okay, so I put here uh, 1 over 4, then minus 1 over 4 minus 6. Okay, then I know this one I can simplify. I can get x plus 1 over 2 squared minus 1 over 4 minus 6. And this one I would get 104 to 106. How much will be check? 20. This will be 24 over 4. So this will get 104. So it will be 24 over 4. And last you'll get 1000 over 2. So you get 25 over 4.
Yeah, can get.
Can get okay. Yeah, you get 25 over 4. Yeah. Okay. At the end of the day, you still get the same answer. You do this method, you get 25 over 25 over 4. Okay, if they don't mention completed square, and because completed square takes actually more time, in my opinion. Differentiation, if you remember even simple one also, you can just do this. Okay, just 1 over 2, you already double the point. You already know this value, you dapat 25 over 4. Shorter lah, my opinion. That's working. This one equal takes a lot of time. Don't forget to mention the question here, they explicitly say they want you to mention at what point. So please mention at what point when x equals to negative 1 over 2. Mention this point.
The d over dx
Yes, d over
must
dx.
be, let the equation be a alphabet. Then
No need. You can just say d over dx this thing, and then say minimum maximum by d over dx equals to 0. If you want to do it like this method. But if you think this is too much for you, you don't want to cut out differentiation calculus all, just follow this. No problem. No problem at all.
okay.
Okay, it seems like we only managed to finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions today. How about this? The rest of them are the same type of questions. Send them as exercise 3. Okay, we have
Okay.
another 2 more minutes in the call.
Okay. The physics exercise last week cannot really view the questions because very
Oh,
small.
okay. Yeah, you're right. I looked into the problem. Okay, the one is because the file keep getting compressed. I'll try to upload the file
The
before
kinematic
tonight.
one.
Yes,
Kinematics.
yes, yes. Yeah, I'll try to upload the file before tonight. Okay. Don't worry. There's no deadline for that one. I'll set a different deadline later.
Mm.
Okay. For then I'll post these questions, all of them Monday. That's okay. I think Monday chutti, right? So I'll post on Monday.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Okay,
want to
guys.
ask another question.
Hmm.
For inverse, if the denominator and numerator both is have x,
Hmm.
how to solve?
What do you mean? Oh, denominator. Oh, the call is going to end. How about you message
Uh,
the question?
can.
Then I'll reply to the question.
Okay.
Okay. Sharvina, how about
Bye.
you? Any questions?
Yes.
Just message me the questions.
Okay.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Okay. Have
Thank
a
you.
nice punch.